And then his brother and mother were on social media talking about how Kyle Filipowski's girlfriend, who used to babysit these Filipowski brothers, is dating Kyle Filipowski. I think she's 28 and he's 20. Forget about the age. The babysitting thing creeps me out.
And I know you're wondering what comes next.
You're a victim.
Here we go, CS.
Strike a chord, and it's probably...
When you're a high-level athlete, it is basically seen earlier on in your life that you are most likely going to be going somewhere. So a lot of times, a lot of people are putting their investments in early. That's a bad way of looking at it, but a lot of people are doing that. They might give you a little bit of money. They might do whatever because it's more than likely if you see somebody who's maybe 6'8", 6'9", by the age of grade 9, you might say, hey, if this guy learns how to dribble, set a pick, and just grab a rebound, he might make it. He might make it. And this is what happened with Kyle Filipowski and his girlfriend. His girlfriend at the time was his babysitter. So I don't know if she's seen this man walk around the house and seen him at like 6'8" in grade 8 and said, you know what?
Okay.
And right now, in current day, we're in a moment where Kyle Filipowski has cut his family off. And even when he went to the draft, it was only him, his girlfriend, and his girlfriend's Mormon family. Yes, you have that correct, a Mormon family. And his family was basically surprised, and they also took to Twitter because they have no other idea of what to do because they cannot get in contact with their little brother. His brother basically went on Twitter and said the following. He said, I'm Kyle's oldest brother. You all don't have a clue of the extent of the story that has to do with his girlfriend. There's a story that has been pushed under the table for nearly 2 years now. And there was a response by this individual that was just trying to talk to him. And then he responded by saying, if Gavoni is basically a draft expert for ESPN. He said, if Gavoni responds to my DMs, he would be able to get the full story that no one knows about outside of who's involved. Duke coaching staff and his agent. He's basically just said everybody around him knows about the story, but they're pushing it under the rug. And his family is very worried and concerned about the situation. And then he responded after the individual that he was communicating with. And then he finally stated, he said, other than messaging him on his IG account, don't know how to get in touch with him, but look up and read on Mormon grooming and brainwashing. You'll find some introductory details in there to connect some dots into that story that is going on here. And the last response was Becky, which also is his mom. She said the following. She said, you are opening up a 2-year issue, and she is 28 with an endgame 3 years ago to have a diamond ring on her hand when Kyle left Duke. He was still in high school. See, to me, I was very skeptical in the whole story and in the reality of what was going on until I realized the team that drafted him. And you will not believe it, but yes, you guessed it right.
Added to the Utah Jazz.
With the 32nd pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Kyle Filipowski from Duke University.
Smith was called a prophet, dum 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 dum. He started the Mormon religion, dum 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 dum.
If you guys know, Utah has the biggest population of Mormons in all of the country. And he slipped in the draft when he was projected to be somewhere in the mid-first round. And it was said to believe that he threw a lot of the interviews, he threw a lot of the practices, he threw a lot of the stuff because he wanted a specific team to draft him. And what team was that?
Smith was called a prophet, dum 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 dum. He started the...
That was the Utah Jazz. I'm not gonna lie to you, this whole story looks crazy. But him getting drafted by the Utah Jazz just makes it look even more absurd. My goodness. What do you guys think? Comment down below. Let me know if this is grooming or what, because it's disgusting. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's absolutely disgusting.